Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com, setting the record straight about science. The always reliable Guardian newspaper published this article in 2004. Now the Pentagon tells Bush climate change will destroy us. Britain will be Siberian in less than 20 years. A secret report suppressed by U.S. defense chiefs and obtained by The Observer warns that major European cities will be sunk beneath rising seas as Britain is plunged into a Siberian climate by 2020. Nuclear conflict, mega droughts, famine, and widespread rioting will erupt across the world. Well, there you have it. 2020 is over and Brits are going to wake up to extreme chaos and a Siberian climate. And the Daily Express confirms this. December 29th, 2020, UK snow forecast. Britain set for 14 days of cold showers, 18 inches expected in one day. That must be the Siberian climate, which The Guardian predicted 16 years ago. And Britain is also coming up on the 21st anniversary of the end of snow. The Independent, Monday, 20th March 2000. Snowfalls are now just a thing of the past. And the article quoted UK government expert David Viner as saying children just aren't going to know what snow is. The science is settled and you are simply not qualified to argue with these experts. Britain is experiencing a snow-free Siberian climate with heavy snow over the next 2 weeks. When Britain turns very cold like this, normally the wind stops blowing. A couple days ago, wind and solar were producing less than 3% of Britain's electrical needs. It's fairly difficult to generate wind and solar power when the wind's not blowing and the sun isn't shining. Over the past week, wind and solar have generally been producing about 10% of Britain's electrical needs, with fossil fuels producing more than half and imported electricity generally comprising about another 10%. But the exciting news is that Boris Johnson is going to power all UK homes with wind by the year 2030. Never mind that the wind doesn't actually blow in Britain when it's either very cold or very hot, the times of peak demand. So under Boris's brilliant plan, there'll be times in the United Kingdom when 99% of the homes don't have any electricity. But Bill Gates is jumping in to the rescue. He wants to pollute the upper atmosphere to make it even colder here at the surface. And at the same time, he will reduce the amount of solar radiation reaching the surface, which will make it even harder to generate green energy. So I'm trying to figure out if people like Boris Johnson and Bill Gates are extremely dim-witted or if they actually just want to freeze a lot of people to death. But regardless of their intelligence or motivation, that is the direction they're taking us. We'll have to keep a close eye on this, and The Guardian is always providing us valuable information about the climate. Almost 9 years ago, they announced the permanent drought for the United Kingdom. February 21st, 2012. Drought may be new norm for UK, says Environment Secretary. Drought may be the new norm for the UK with drastic measures, including growing genetically modified crops, likely to be considered as part of the solution, the Environment Secretary has said. And almost 11 years ago, the National Trust explained how Britain was going to become a Mediterranean climate with citrus trees and bougainvillea. For laymen, the Mediterranean-Siberian climate of Britain may seem a bit confusing. But President Clinton's science advisor Joe Rahm explained how this works. Brace yourself for a bitterly cold winter as climate change shifts the polar vortex. Scientists have long said global warming will bring extreme weather. It's coming back. So cold weather is actually caused by hot weather. Climate science is really amazing. If global warming makes winters cold, then it would follow that global cooling would make winters very warm. Albert Einstein wasn't a climate scientist, but he understood the principles which it operated under. He said, "Only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not so sure about the former." Toto hopes that when Brits wake up in their locked-down, snow-free Mediterranean Siberian climate with lots of snow on the ground, they will still have lots of respect for government scientists. Toto and Kyrie say, Happy New Year to Britain. You can visit them on the web at realclimatescience.com.